Hey guys, so today we're going to be making a basic Bolognese sauce. Bolognese sauce originates from the town of Bologna in Italy. Now, in Italy they don't tend to serve Bolognese sauce with spaghetti as a lot of us do, kind of like in America, the United Kingdom, places like that. What they would do in Italy is tend to serve Bolognese sauce with pasta such as tagliatelle, or penne, or fettuccine, or rigatoni, or they'd use it in a lasagna, that kind of thing. So we do it a bit differently. We tend to serve it with either lasagna or spaghetti as our common one. We put it on a bed of spaghetti. Today we're not going to be doing any of that. We're just going to make the basic Bolognese sauce, which you can keep in the fridge or the freezer, and you can reheat it later on with any kind of pasta dish that you want to do, or you can stick it in a lasagna as well. So let's have a look at the ingredients that we're going to use in the Bolognese sauce. Right guys, so the ingredients that we're going to need for this recipe are one medium or large carrot, one stick of celery, 2 cloves of garlic, one medium to large onion, a tin of tomato puree. We're only going to use about 2 tablespoons of that, 2 teaspoons, sorry, 400 grams of chopped tomatoes. I'm going to use about 100 grams of diced smoky bacon. Now you can either buy the pre-packed diced bacon bits, or you can take normal smoky bacon, chop it up yourself, but about 100 grams of that. I'm going to use about half of this mince. This is a 700 gram pack, so we're only going to need about 350, 400 grams of mince, and that should be lean beef mince. We're also going to need 125 millilitres of any kind of red wine, olive oil, and oregano as well, or oregano if you come from America. Okay, now we're into the chopping of our ingredients. Before we start any chopping, I've just kind of prepared them first of all. So we've taken the skin off the onion, taken its end off as well, leave the root on the onion. We've taken the skin off the garlic as well and just taken off the ends of it, the hard ends of the garlic. We've washed and taken the ends off our celery stick, and peeled and washed, taken the ends off our carrot as well. Now the key to good chopping is a good sharp chef's knife. Now, just give this a quick sharpen. To be safe when we're chopping up, what we're going to do is we take our fingers and put them like that, and we're going to press the knife against them there, so you'll see there's no way for us to chop our fingers off. And we're just going to start at the end here, press the knife against our fingers, and we just slice through that. Work your way along. Doesn't need to be nice and easy. I'm just doing this roughly. Okay, next thing we want to do is just roughly chop up our celery. So again, put our fingers like this, knife against the fingers, and we're just going to work our way back along the celery, chopping away. So we just do that just now. And we're just feeding the celery through. Okay, so we've chopped up our celery. I've given it another little chop up just so it's a bit smaller. I've also finely chopped the garlic and popped that in a bowl along with the carrots. Those are all going to be going in at the same time, so we just pop them all in the same bowl. That makes things easier. We're also going to be putting the bacon pieces in at the same time as well, so if we just want to pop those in there with clean hands, just break this up a bit. And next thing I'm going to do is chop up our onion. That's going to be the first thing that's going into the frying pan along with some olive oil. Okay, so all our onions are now chopped up or diced. If you want them a bit smaller than that, you want them to say a lot finer, what you can do, if you take your sharp knife and put your fingers down on the end of the knife, what we're going to do is go along in a rocking kind of motion. And we're just going to do that through our pile of onion and put it back together. And we can also go the other way as well. So turn this around here. And that's going to chop our onion up a lot finer. And a tip for you, if you're using a chopping board on your worktop surface, if you pop a dish towel underneath there, it's going to stop the board from moving about, so you can do a lot steadier chopping. Right, so we've had a large frying pan, large deep frying pan, on a medium heat for a couple of minutes now, with a good couple of lugs of olive oil in there. And what we're going to do is, first of all, add our onions, and we're going to let those cook off for about 3 minutes. Okay, so your onions have been cooking away now for about 3 minutes.
Next we're going to add in our bowl of bacon bits, celery, carrot and garlic. So we'll just pop that in there. We'll give that a good kind of mix around. And again, we're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes until we're starting to see the bacon brown. Okay, so our bacon, our carrot and our celery and our garlic has been cooking away for about 3 or 4 minutes here, just until the bacon's starting to brown. Next we're going to add in 350 grams of lean beef mince. So we'll just pop that in there. We're going to give it a good mix around, and we're going to cook that for about another 3 minutes as well. Okay, so we've been cooking the mincemeat now for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until all the mincemeat has browned, whichever happens first. Next, what we're going to do is add in our tin of 400 grams of chopped tomatoes, and we're going to add in 125 ml of red wine, and we're also going to add in about 2 teaspoons worth, so oregano. We're going to give that a mix. We're then going to bring it to the boil. Once it's at the boil, we're going to turn the heat right down. We're going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes. So crank the heat up, get it boiling, put the heat back down, let it simmer for 45 minutes, and we'll come back to it and have a look and see how it's doing then. Right guys, so Bolognese sauce has been cooking away here, simmering away for about 45 minutes. I'll just give it one last minute stir here. What I'm doing now is just mix in about 2 or 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. Oh, sorry, teaspoons. Keep saying that. Good heaps. We'll give that another mix around. And we're going to season that with a bit of salt and pepper as well. Now, you can go ahead and start using this straight away, adding it obviously to a bed of spaghetti, or if you want, you can basically put it through any kind of pasta like tagliatelle, rigatoni, pen, any kind of pasta that you like. Now you just cook your pasta to its packet's instructions and add on your bolognese sauce at the end, season it to taste. Or you can do what I'm going to do, which is basically just to stick this in some Tupperware bowls, and I'm going to pop it in the freezer so that I can reheat it later on, use it as and when I kind of need it. Okay, so our bolognese sauce is all finished. As I said, you can serve it straight away onto spaghetti, rigatoni, fettuccine, pen, any kind of pasta that you want, whatever your preference is. Pop a bit of Parmesan cheese on there, some grated Parmesan cheese, or you can buy the ready grated stuff as well. Either or will do absolutely fine. Also what you can do is what I'm going to do just now, which is basically put it into Tupperware dishes, or put these wee kind of Chinese restaurant packets here. You can put these in the fridge for a day or two, they'll last okay. You can put them in the freezer for about 2 to 3 months as well, they're going to be okay. And you can just reheat them as and when you need them, and obviously put them on any kind of pasta dish, or use it in lasagna, something like that as well. So we just want to pop these on, start putting them into here. Now I hope you've enjoyed watching this video guys, make sure you subscribe, leave your comments as well. Also check out the Facebook page and the Twitter account. If you make the recipe and you like the recipe, make sure you do leave a comment telling us that you've done so. Always like to get good feedback like that. If there's anything that you do differently with this kind of bolognese recipe, then please feel free to tell me. And make sure that you like the channel as well. Thanks for watching the video guys, hope to see you soon.